But I'm sure the fan community for Forest fans, right, in Singapore, how big is it? What do you think?
Well, I think that there's a few that we know. So hopefully, now Forest is back. I think this is where, for some of the younger ones who do not know, hopefully with your program, then they say, okay, although yes, Forest is not doing that well at the moment, but it's the spirit of supporting a club, and hopefully,
you promote a bit lah. Why should I support for Nottingham Forest?
No, I think one is the history tradition. So if you're really a football fan, you have to understand how Brian Clough actually brought up a club. In fact, there was a video about Dam United, but that was more on Leeds.
How
because they were managing, Leeds United, and how they actually brought up the club.
Yeah.
So after Leeds, then Brian Clough and Peter Taylor assembled the players.
He went to Derby first, and then he went to Forest.
So Derby is also Derby County is another big rival of Nottingham Forest.
It's like Liverpool Everton. Derby and Forest is and each time Derby versus Forest, there's a match. There's actually a trophy at stake, which is the Brian Clough Trophy. Whenever they match in any competition, they will want Brian Clough Trophy at stake. So whoever win that match will bring back that trophy.
So if you recall, last season before Forest were promoted, Forest were in Derby. When Rooney was actually player manager for Derby, and then unfortunately Derby, because of financial management, they got points deducted. They got relegated now to Championship League 2.
League 2,
So that's why I say these are the things, if you're a football fan, to appreciate the history, the tradition, and we celebrate it together. It's not just who's been the winner. We're talking about some of the names of the players, the clubs, the tradition, and we celebrate together.
Maybe, so you got legends like Stan Collymore.
Stan Collymore. I was when 1995 when Forest was in Singapore, so I had a good 1 week with them. Wow. So I took leave and I was with them.
1 week with them, as in
you were
mingling,
lepak with them.
I was in the team bus.
Tell us.
So that was 1995 when Forest came, and then at that time it was they were started their first training at the then our national stadium, which is the sports hub now. So here I am, wearing a Forest jersey at that time, and then I went down, and so I managed to go down to the training, and then they said, "Oh, you're a Forest fan?" I said, "Yeah." So they were all excited. In fact, I didn't bring. I have actually a ball, but of course that was FAS Puma ball. So I got signature all the players then. But then when they said Puma, because they're using mitre. So I still have it. I didn't bring it. I still have it.
Wow.
It was a FAS Puma ball. I don't have anything. I said I got ball, and all the players signed. So it started from there, and then Frank Clark was the manager then.
Who was a player with Forest back then?
Who won? His name is Frank Clark. Who won the European Cup. So, and that's where, then Frank Clark invited me. So you want to be like our local, liaison beside FAS? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I went on a team bus and then spent time with them.
Lucky.
Right place at right time,
it was a wonderful experience. And then Stan Collymore at that time, because the rumor already started that he's going to join Liverpool. So
he did join after that.
Of course he did. A remarkable player, striker. And then, just a small snippet. So what happened was that we were invited by the British High Commissioner then to his official residence. So we went there. I was on the team bus. We went down, and then the poolside. Suddenly, Stan Collymore went into a tantrum. Like, oh. So what happened? Everybody was like, no, he misplaced his sunglasses.
Panic.
I mean, I don't know how much the sunglasses, but you know how much they're paid. But it's just that what caught my attention was Frank Clark. So Frank Clark went to him and took him by the shoulders, and then walked away, and then whispered a few things, and he calmed down. And this way, to me, I think it was a lesson that you are a good manager, not just on the field, but off the field. And how you manage these kind of players who are superstars, who have all the egocentric, and how you manage them and how you turn them around to become good players. So that's one of the story sometimes I share with people about that episode of Stan Collymore.
Oh, that's the good.
Which what I also learned from you when you went to the team. It's also so that because of your passion with football, Nottingham, right? You went there, watched your training, and you got invited. And this also showed that if you want something, you go for it and you don't wait. Which he did, which I thought I learned a lot.
In fact, then one of the evenings, then at the time, Forest goalkeeper was Mark Crossley. Then I says, so first of all, you can you bring me out? I says, bring you out. So he and two other players went into my car and we went out.
Wow.
Late at night lah.
Yeah, it was late.
After imagination,
Yeah. If you want to know more, maybe pay premium. Okay, you pay premium, then we can have that story. What happened that night in the car around town in Singapore that year.
At that time, people know my car was decked with all Forest flags pennants.
Wow.
So even when we have, I say, one family friend of ours with an Arsenal fan, and then we'll say, you already know lah if Hazriq is on the road because his car will be all Forest flags. In fact, you're Arsenal fan. So one of my trip, that was off season. Then Forest were playing Arsenal, so I went to the Old Highbury in London.
Yeah. More lucky than me.
So it was the Old Highbury Stadium.
Now don't have. Now no more already. Now become what? Property or condo or something.
Because again, football is not all about money.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to say is that put aside that money. Yes, money makes the world go around, but as true football fans, we have to celebrate beyond what money is, the commercial values.
Correct.
Right, the friendship,
Yes.
The camaraderie, notwithstanding you are fans of different clubs, but you can still sit down together and have fun, and then we can banter each other. No problem. But in the end, we are true fans. That's what we want, the spirit.
Correct. That's true. That's why football. Football is life.
Football is life.
What's your most fondest memory?
Wow, in Forest. I don't know whether there's anything, but I think my trip to City Ground, that itself is one of the most fondest memory because took the trouble that if you want to notice, right, Forest or Nottingham and London is about 2-hour train ride.
Yeah.
So whenever I go to overseas travel, right, one of my main things is I want to try the train ride in any country which I went to, and I realized that to go to Nottingham you have to take the train ride. So I took the Mid Eastland train, and then from London, I think King's Cross. I think it was King's Cross, and from there 2 hours and go through the kampung-kampung in London, in England. It's like very nice, and then we stop at City Ground. And the interesting, the trip that towards reaching, right, they passed by a stadium which I thought is City Ground, but it turned out to be Notts County. It's like, that's Notts County.
Lucky he never kena beat up there.
Luckily,
Nottingham Forest kena beat up.
Then after that, after we reach the station, I think it's another 15 minutes to walk. You can walk over to City Ground Stadium. And the interesting thing is that Singapore's former national coach, Reddy Abramovich, right? He played for Notts County back then.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. So I like, so that's Reddy's place.